So I've been thinking the last couple of weeks about how successful the Oliver McGowan Mandatory Training in Autism and Learning Disabilities is, and how it really underpins the duties in the Health and Social Care Act for social care and healthcare providers. I think people would agree there's scope to broaden it too, but in the short term it's a good thing, and I think that CQC are starting to kind of like really focus in on how services are embedding that within their practice, which again is, I suppose, the next steps for all of that. What does good look like in real practice, but I also know from conversations with a lot of facilitating trainers and co-trainers and organisations that to some extent there are those organisations out there who are delivering the training, some of whom are charging for things that they shouldn't be charging for, like the e-learning. I think Paula McGowan's highlighted that on social media herself, and how anybody should be able to access that with no charge at all. And then some are perhaps using sort of a huge variation in rates of remuneration. So obviously within the code of practice there are the NHS bands for facilitating trainers and co-trainers in real terms, with the cost of living being what it is, and travel being so expensive, as well as insurance and various other factors with relation to logistics. Actually, it's probably worth reflecting upon what does it actually cover cost, let alone mean people can have a reasonable sort of return for the work that they put in based on their own life. We're giving our lives here. So what I was thinking was, almost like a trusted trader, but trusted trainer perhaps, that I think given that the nature of the training is being co-produced with autistic and learning disabled people and supporting organisations, is it worth having some sort of league table that has feedback from people who have been through the training and become co-trainers and facilitating trainers who have that lived experience, anonymised and validated, with the right checks and measures, so that those providers who are delivering the training also have some kind of like way of proving that they are supporting those people, vulnerable people, in the most appropriate way as well. And I think that something like that would really help organisations who are looking to find a provider to be confident that the training they're going to receive both honours Oliver's life and his legacy, Paula's work as well, the CQC standards, and actually, as much as it delivers a training, also, walks the walk as well as talking the talk in terms of supporting those autistic and learning disabled people. And I think that would be a really good way, something nationally, so that if people are looking for work themselves, they can know that they're going to join an organisation who's going to look after them. There's going to be certain things within terms and conditions that are done and agreed, rates, times of remuneration, all of those things, and they can have that confidence, the sector can have the confidence, and the service as well can be another sort of, gleaming example of what good looks like. Anyway, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below.